Yes, I hire to the tribe. We are live and we thrive. How's everyone today out there? Everywhere. I have the question was brought to me. Was I woke and when did I wake up? Well, I will say this. I wasn't never fully asleep. I may have been half woke since childhood. And I say woke because that's a political term. Let's say awakened. Because I question everything. Then anything makes sense to me. So I went through life just reading, learning, experimenting. And by experimenting, I mean trying different things. Yes, I tried drinking, I tried smoking, I tried herbs. They didn't bring no answers to me. So I fell back on what my great aunt taught me because she was an educator. So at the age of 40 something, I went back to college, got my degree, got my teaching certificate because that's the only kind of job that was being offered was teaching. With my degree, that didn't qualify for me to go downtown and work with the big boys up there, the suits. No, that kind of degree I had in Bachelor of Arts, the only thing open was teaching to my community. So I had an agenda for teaching. I was going to teach the youth, the tribal youth, who they are, because I know they're not being taught that. Fool that I was. They saw me coming, and the so-called black teachers, man, they didn't want nothing to do with me. I went to the all black schools, right? Because that's where I want. That's where I wanted to reach the tribes. That's my first choice. I just told them the truth of who I was, what I was about. I carry my 1960s philosophy wrapped around Abdul Jamal, Malcolm. I didn't teach. I didn't really believe in Malcolm. Not Malcolm. I didn't really believe in that fellow from what's his name, Michael King. I didn't really believe in Michael King. Yeah, his name was Michael. He changed to Martin. So I didn't fit in with the black schools because I didn't believe in Michael King. So I had a Hispanic teacher who took interest in me, a principal. So I went to this Spanish principal. Yeah, and they had quite a few tribal members there as well. I would say it's probably half and half, half black, half Hispanic, a few white sprinkled in. And I began to teach the philosophy of knowing yourself to the fifth graders. And man, did they get me out of that position quick. Very subtle. They would have meetings about what I'm teaching, but I wouldn't be there. I found out later. And yeah, I'm just giving you history since it was asked to me. I said, okay, I'll give you a short history of who I am, why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, that's a that's a sign from the Creator that I'm on the right path. They gave me another swift of air. Say, yeah, give them this. So I began to question things more and more thoroughly now. I said, wait a minute. If I'm going to school to learn to teach my people, the tribes, who they are, but the teaching institution don't want me to do that. Then if the teaching institutions don't want me to do that, it means that I wasn't taught to do that. So if I wasn't taught to do that, well, I knew that because whatever I use in a teaching classroom was successful. I didn't use it off of what I was taught in teachers college. I used common sense, logic, treat others as you want to be treated. And they respected me. And so then I began to question the teaching institution. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. They're teaching wrong. So if they're teaching wrong at the highest educational level, can they be teaching something right for the youth? Nope. Everybody's being lied to. So that's when I said, oh, okay, I got it. I'm in the wrong place. I don't belong here. There's no such thing as changing the system from the inside. That system will chew you up and spit you out. You better get away while it's getting good. So I got away, made a clean getaway, and I got me a job where I can keep up my studies and my writing. So I drove a bus for many years. And I began to increase my knowledge level by going into these secret societies. I had many secret societies I went into, at least 4 or 5. But then I'm saying, wait, this need to be taught publicly, not private. People dying because of lack of this knowledge. So I left the secret societies and began my own study, my own gathering of materials, building institutions, writing curriculums. Anybody there want to talk? Make it go a little. It was small. It would flow a lot faster if someone was asking me questions related to what I'm talking about. Nope, don't look like nobody's there. So 20 years go by, and I pretty well came to full circle what I need to do. Now, when the time for a change has come, there's always signs. Go study the history of Rome. Before Rome was destroyed, there was all kind of wars. There was all kind of debauchery, filthiness across the land. Those were signs that the nation was falling. Every nation's like that. When institutions are being attacked, it means they have outlived their usefulness. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. Maybe someone else is gonna benefit from this. So I became, I was living in neighborhoods with people who were not like me. And I said, wow, these people live strange lives, you know? They're not even friendly to each other. I didn't expect them to be friendly to me, but they're not even friendly with each other. Like they hate each other. I said, man, I don't need to be around these people. But I had to make a choice because our neighborhood was infiltrated. They made our neighborhoods a war zone. So if you're living in the war zone, you're subject to become a casualty just by walking across the street. So that's why I had moved into the other neighborhoods. And it was a sort of fact finding too, because I knew I was prejudiced. I knew I grew up, taught a lot of things about these people, and I wanted to see if I could overcome my handicaps of being prejudiced against the pale face. I wanted to see if I could overcome that because I knew it was a handicap that was keeping me back. So after living among them for many years, it became very clear to me, and it's my opinion, that man, them people is messed up. Messed up. But before you saying yeah, they're the teachers of our youth. They're the models for us as a people for hundreds of years. So when I say they are messed up, what do you think we are? We're in worse condition than they are. So I asked myself, where all this come from? Miseducation. Taught lies from birth. You taught lies from birth. By the time you can speak and walk on your own, you're a walking, speaking liar. Truth is not nowhere a part of you because it's foreign to you. Truth is like a enemy. The lies become your friend. So I would say public education has served its purpose. Because it's not educating anymore, it's miseducating. It's just the purpose of it was to get a workforce. It has done that. You're always going to have people who want to be employed because they don't employ themselves. So they don't need education institutions to get that workforce. These people, I would say they're lazy people, always going to be there. So I asked the Great Spirit, why are these institutions under attack? With the shootings and mayhem. And he said to me, they got to go. I said, oh. So he showed me in a dream that every time they have these this mayhem across the land, it's a sign for the people to disengage from that activity. The institution is falling. So you need to find another way to educate your children. That's what the Great Spirit told me in a dream. So a lot of people going homeschooling, private schooling, because the government schooling or public schooling is making people be walking and talking liars. And they can't help it. You know, this is what they're living a life of what they've been taught. They've been miseducated all their lives, so the truth cannot be a part of them or anything they do. So don't just look at the pale face and say, oh, he's messed up. No. You are his greatest experiment. So if you say he's messed up, then you're messed up 10 times worse, my people, the tribe of people. You're worse shape. So you really need to get busy and start doing something for yourself. Now, there are a number of chiefs on land who are showing us the way of our return. Listen to everybody. That's what I say. Listen to everyone and find someone who agrees with where you are at the moment. Don't join anybody. I wouldn't advise anybody to join any group. Nope. Just see what they're talking about. The only group you should join is the one you create yourself. And you want others to join you. But you don't want to join someone else until you know where they're going. And how can you know where they're going if you're joining them and they're not joining you? If they're joining you, you know where they're going because you know where you're going. But if you joining them, you don't know where the hell they're going. You just know what they tell you they're going. And it could be leading you straight to that dark side. Yes, the dark side. Be careful who you join. They could be leading you to the dark side. You won't know it until you see the light. Then you say, "Oh man, I've been on the darkness all this time. I thought I was enlightened. Thought I was being educated. No, you was being miseducated." So look like they are shutting this tube up. There's too much truth over here. I knew when I received that energy from those sneezes, this is going to be a hot topic. So higher to the tribes. We live and we're alive and we thrive.